Alright, today we're doing another coaster review. We are doing Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England. And I gotta say, this coaster is just fantastic. This is by far my favorite roller coaster that I've ridden. It's number one all the way right now. Now, of course, I'm going to be riding some other great coasters this year, like Excalibur at Funtown Splashdown. That is a great roller coaster that might go up Wicked Cyclone. Also, you got El Toro I might go to. It's either Funtown Splashdown or Great Adventure I might go to. We're more leaning Great Adventure, but I have cousins up in Maine, so we'll probably maybe go to Great Adventure because my cousins might be busy, so we might go to Great Adventure. Also because, but today we're discussing Wicked Cyclone. Like I said, Wicked Cyclone is just a fantastic coaster. It's number one roller coaster that I have ever rated. But I just want to tell you, this coaster might go down by the end of the year because I'm going to ride some other great coasters such as El Toro, Excalibur at Funtown. Nitro is also cool. Steel Force, Hydrus the Revenge. So I'm gonna ride all those coasters, and probably Wicked Cyclone might go down a couple of spots because some of those coasters might go up. So here we go. But Wicked Cyclone is my favorite coaster that I've ever ridden. So first up, let's get into the stats. So here are the stats. Location: Six Flags New England, Agawam, Massachusetts. And this Agawam, Massachusetts, is a park outside. It's a town outside Springfield, Mass. So yeah, manufacturer RMC, type steel hybrid. Type, it's a steel hybrid. Height is 109 feet, not too tall. Speed 55 miles per hour. Inversions are 3. So I'm gonna just give you all the theme and stuff about this ride and the overall experience, and what are my favorite elements on this coaster. So first up, of course, you can find Wicked Cyclone right next to the New England Sky Screamer, next to Flashback, and next to just Flashback and New England Sky Screamer. So that's where Wicked Cyclone is located. So first up, you enter the queue line, and you can see all these damaging trucks and boat. The theming is really cool. This is one of the best theming coasters that I've ever seen on a roller coaster. Six Flags New England did an amazing job with the theming. So as you can see, this coaster is themed to a storm. In the queue line, you can find like damaging trucks, damaging boats. And then if you pay attention to the TV screen, there's a meteorologist saying there's a wicked cyclone coming in, and then you got this lady that is right under the bridge saying, "Fans, we have a wicked cyclone coming in," something like that. So if you pay attention to the TV screen, it might say that. You might get what I'm getting, you might not, but here we go. Next up, you enter the station. You are just surrounded by newspapers. This is one of the craziest themes I ever seen on a roller coaster. It's surrounded by newspapers and stuff. This is the station right here. You are surrounded by newspapers. I've ridden the original Cyclone, and I gotta say, the original Cyclone's fun. It's not my favorite, but it was fun. But the newspaper stuff, it is new. So I haven't seen that on the old Cyclone when I went on the old Cyclone. But this is bunch of newspapers. They talk about the Worcester Times. They also talk about this blizzard. Like, I think a couple of years ago, they talked about this blizzard out in Cape Cod. The Cape Cod Times. Here it is right here, as you can see my mouse. That's the Cape Cod Times. Also there are some other daily, like the Agawam Post, or maybe like the Worcester Post, maybe the Hartford Post, I think. Hartford, Connecticut Post. So you see a bunch of newspapers around it. So yeah, like I said, Six Flags really did a great job with this. Next up, we have the restraints. The restraints are just the normal Rocky Mountain construction restraints. You have a lap bar, you have a seatbelt, and you also have the leg thing, kind of thing. I forgot what it's called, but you got that. Of course, this coaster is at my home park, so I've ridden it more times than any other roller coaster. Maybe Superman I ridden more times, but I'm not sure. But because this is a newer coaster, I went on Superman when it was back Bizarro, and it's just great. And I went on Bizarro more than Wicked Cyclone or Superman. But we're talking about Wicked Cyclone. Wicked Cyclone, like I said, it has the restraints stuff, the leg thing, seatbelt to the ride. Now let's get into the overall experience. I'm gonna go back to stats and let's go back. So let's go to the overall experience. Now unfortunately, I don't have a video playing, but I'm just gonna. You guys might get it right here. So first up, you get out of the station. You take this tight turn to the right, and then you go to this steep hill. If you have watched if you have watched Coast Studios reaction on this, like I said, if the video doesn't look steep, but it is steep for real. And then you go through this 78-degree vertical drop. This drop is amazing. A front row ride at night is amazing. So if you plan to go to this park, get on Wicked Cyclone and get on the front row. Front row drop and then the overbank turn are amazing. And you also have this airtime hill after the overbank turn, and then you are my favorite, the hang time inversion. The hang time inversion is a stall that you can find. It's a stall that you twist upside down, and then you twist the same way you ended in going upside down, and that's my favorite part of the ride. Wicked Cyclone delivers this ride. Wicked Cyclone just delivers a great ride in the front row. Front row, you got three great elements in the front. If you go to the night ride front row, you got three elements. Three great elements. You got the drop, the stall, and the overbank turn. Front row at night. Those three are amazing. So if you go on Wicked Cyclone at night, make sure to get to the front row. Front row is amazing. Also, make sure maybe get it on day too. Front row is like amazing out of any other row on this coaster. So if you go to Six Flags New England the next couple weeks or so, don't forget to go on Wicked Cyclone. Check out front row. So what did I say? The drop, the bank turn, and then you go to the small airtime hill, and then the stall. They're like stalls that you might see like on Goliath, Joker, Twisted Colossus. They're like those stalls kind of thing. And then you go to the small bank turn. And then you go to the double down. The double down gets lots of airtime. Ejector airtime. I love the double down. It's nice. If you don't know what double down is, think of Jackrabbit at Kennywood or Thunderbolt at Six Flags New England. Those have a double down. And then you go through this a small airtime hill, and then the outward bank turn, another airtime hill. And then the airtime hill right after the outward bank turn, that is the most intense airtime hill on this coaster. Like, you are just getting out of your seat. If you don't know what airtime hill I'm talking about the airtime hill right after the outward bank turn. So you go to the double down, outward bank turn, and then this airtime hill. This airtime hill is intense. You get thrown out of your seat on this airtime hill. And then you go to this small bank, and then you go through the first 0G roll. And the 0G roll gets lots of hang time. If you go upside down, this coaster goes upside down. You get lots of hang time on all three inversions. And then you go to this airtime hill, a couple bank airtime hills, and then you go to the world's first double reversing banking airtime hill, which is another intense airtime hill. You switch right, go left, and then go right again, and then it's an airtime hill. And it's nothing like I've seen before. on a roller coaster. I actually have not seen a hang time inversion too. Like when I first saw the POV back like in 2014, I thought, wow, how are you gonna get through this inversion? Like when I first saw it back in, of course, I've been going to this park like more parks than any other park on the planet. And I've been going since about when I was a little, because they used to have Wiggles World here. But and Wicked Cyclone delivers, and then you go double reversing, third airtime hill, not airtime hill, inversion, zero G roll, and then you go through a couple banks, couple bank airtime hills, and then you go through another airtime hill, and then you're done. Six Flags New England in 2014, not 2014, 2015, knocked it out of the park. They got a grand slam by producing this roller coaster. This roller coaster is amazing. Six Flags New England and Rocky Mountain Construction made one of the best RMC coasters in the world, and it's this one. This coaster is amazing. Of course, with the other great RMCs like Iron Rattler, Lightning Rod, what else? Twisted Colossus, Outlaw Run. This one, I think this is the third best RMC on the planet. This coaster is intense, compact, and if you're just looking at it in the park, you know it doesn't look like it's 55 miles per hour. It looks like it's more like 60 miles per hour. Like, this coaster is unbelievable. So if you go to Six Flags New England this summer, don't forget to check out Wicked Cyclone. It's amazing. It's my favorite roller coaster at Six Flags New England. Amazing. And of course, it beats coasters like Superman the Ride, which is another great roller coaster. So Six Flags New England has knocked it out of the park. Don't forget, if you ride it at night, check the front row. Of course, you got three great elements in the front row: hang time inversion, drop, and bank over bank turn, which are amazing at night row front. Back, I'm not kind of like a big fan of, but front is where it's at. So I like to hear your opinions. If you've been on Wicked Cyclone, tell me if you like it, if you don't like it or stuff. I bet a lot of you guys like this coaster if you have been on Wicked Cyclone. Post your thoughts in the comments section below. And please post your likes, post comments as well. Follow me on Instagram for more updates and stuff, and I'll see you guys later.